Oh look, another plus-size actress loses weight, and we're told it was for health reasons. Fun fact, thin people aren't always healthy. Fat people aren't necessarily unhealthy. I hate this framing so much. It just puts more pressure on people to lose weight at any cost. Bro, even in your wording of this whole entire post, you're basically saying, okay, yeah, sure, a thin person can be unhealthy, but the way you say this is almost like, I know a fat person is more likely to be unhealthy, which is literally all anybody's trying to get at. Sure, you can be thin and unhealthy, but the odds of you being healthier if you're thin than if you're obese, it's just not comparable. What's going on, Monterchos? It's your boy Long Nail, back again with another new video. And in today's video, we're going over the hot posts from r/FatLogic. Let's get into it. Thank you. My surgeon told me I need to lose 30 to 40 pounds by April 4th when I see her again to qualify for my double mastectomy. Like, what? I've seen guys twice my size get it. Plus, I'm 5'5". My BMI is not going to be high if I'm not 120 pounds. But my thing is too, I'm literally only like 235 to 240 pounds. I'm just very short. How am I supposed to lose that amount of weight when I literally don't have the proper resources to do it? Okay, well, saying you don't have the proper resources to do it's ridiculous because you could just eat less food. You literally need less resources than you actually have right now and are using on a daily basis. So nix that one in the bud. And then the fact that you just don't understand BMI so much and you think that 235 to 240 pounds at 5'5" isn't extremely overweight is shocking. You know, there's more risks associated with surgery when you're at a higher weight. It's just plain and simple. And of course, that's relative to your height. So somebody that's 6'6" and 240, well, they're probably closer to a healthy BMI range than you. It's just, some people don't understand that their doctors aren't out to get them and make them feel bad. They're literally just trying to get you in as safe as a state as possible to operate on. I am morbidly obese. I currently weigh 417 pounds. At 13, I tipped the scales at 267. I can't even begin to express how frustrating and hurtful it is when people assume that I ate myself big. A typical day would be the following. Breakfast, 1. Serving of Special K with whole milk, no sugar. Oh, okay, that's regular. Snack, 50 baked pretzels and 1 boiled egg or a small piece of cheese. Lunch. And then this list just goes on and continues to say, oh, these are all super low calorie foods and this is all I ate ever. That's all you ate ever. You're consuming like 1,200 calories a day and you're claiming you got the 417 pounds. Let's be honest. You're just lying. Or you're just not telling us about the fact that after that, late at night, you would binge eat something, or you'd order a Domino's pizza and down that, or whatever you ordered, or whatever else you ate, because there's something. We all know you didn't eat like that every single day for 5 years straight and gain weight. No, you didn't. You're either lying to yourself or you're lying to us. But you're lying. I saw my doctor a few days ago and was weighed during the checkup. He mentioned that my weight's going up again and I should really try to get back down to the lowest measurement they've taken of me because that was the only time I got under the threshold for overweight and I'm clearly at severe risk for diabetes. I very slowly explained to him that when I was my lowest measurement, I was literally skin and bones and my hip bones jutted out so much that I could wrap my hands around them. And I got into that weight because that was during my first year on ADHD meds. And I was still adjusting to the appetite suppression. So it wasn't unusual for me to go several days in a row without eating a meal. My doctor then very awkwardly admitted that, yeah, that sounded a little concerning. And I should probably try to keep my weight above that low point if that's the case. Well, you don't say. Oh, your doctor basically just didn't want to have that conversation with you for the 15th time. That's what happened here. You're not right. Your doctor's just tired of having silly arguments with you And he realizes, I've had this conversation 15 times. Clearly, she doesn't care about what's best for her. I could tell her 1,000,000 times, and it's not going to change her mind. So that's what happened. Now, if somehow you're watching this, let me just say, sure, not eating for multiple days is obviously not healthy. Does that not mean that that's the only way you could ever lose weight? No. It sounds like to me, you actually tried to force yourself to get used to eating an excessive amount of food again, which just makes no sense. Like, you can diet healthily, be on those medications, and lose weight. It's not like you have to have one or the other. Now, you want only one or the other because that just makes it easier for you to just continue to lie to yourself and go, well, it's impossible, or well, I was doing it unhealthily, so I should just never try to do it at all, even correctly. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like the doctor. I think I'm done. Could you explain to me why intentional weight loss is basically guaranteed to fail? Okay, well, basically, if you start routinely consuming less than your basal metabolic rate, the baseline amount of calories your body needs to function, your body will go into starvation mode and will be more likely to hold onto and stockpile fat than burn it. Okay, but also, let's not forget to mention that this is typically only for people that have either A, been dieting on extremely low calories for a super long time, or B, people that are already so thin that they don't have any body fat stores to pull from. So unless you're a bodybuilder or you recently lost 100 pounds from a crash diet, then this probably doesn't apply to you. Oh, and I should also point out that there's a difference between BMR and TDEE. Because guess what? You can burn more calories than your BMR if you're active during the day. I know, crazy, right? Would skinny or straight-sized people write posts about ditching diet mentality? I don't know, it's like, yay, but do they actually think that about us fat people? Or do they just think straight size should accept their bodies? This is why I relate much more to the fat IE group than the one that's for everyone. Even thins who ditch diet culture are still pretty fatphobic. Like, they mourn the loss of their thin bodies and the privilege thinness afforded them. Oh my lord. So basically, if you've been thin ever at any point in your life, these people don't care, they don't want you. You could literally support exactly what they want you to, and they'll still go, psh, nah, you're fat phobic. So it's a lose-lose situation. And now anybody who is even remotely considering going, oh yeah, I could hear them out, is instantly being turned away by your sour bitterness. Job well done. Finally, I just want to point out, you choose to quit smoking, but you cannot simply choose to not be fat. You really think all the overweight people are just out here hoity-toity, I choose to be fat? Wow, you really think all those people that are smoking are out here like, oh yeah, I love this tar in my lungs? I mean, come on, dude. You had to realize how just absolutely ignorant this point of view is. You chose to be fat, or you accepted that you were doing habits that were going to make you fat. The same way somebody who smokes goes, oh, you know what? Sure, I'm building all this tar in my lungs, but, well, that quick little buzz it gives me is awesome. It's a choice. You made the choice, the same way they made the choice. Anti-fat bias is so strong that being fat in an amusement park means having to try on the seats for fit before getting in line and possibly not being able to go on the ride because the seat doesn't fit your body. I know, that's crazy. Imagine being so big that you can't fit into a ride. I mean, come on, bro. Those rides are pretty inclusive for a decent amount of body sizes. If anything, tall people suffer more. As a tall person, I've been turned away from a ride because I was too tall. And so the thing couldn't close because my shoulders were in the way. It's just, they designed these things to fit the majority of the population at a cost-efficient rating. And that's also safe. It's like, not everything's about you, bro. Sure, it sucks. I would love if I could go on every roller coaster ever, too. The world's just not that way, man. It's that simple. At least for you, you can lose weight. Unless I decide to get some height reduction surgery, there's just some roller coasters. I'll never be able to experience. Consider yourself lucky. Alright, Modern Shows, that's it for the hot post from r/FatLogic. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, and of course share this video with your friends. And if you want to help support the channel for free, anytime you have any shopping to do on Amazon, just click the link in the description down below. Do your shopping as regular, won't cost you anything extra, and also print the channel to the link. Peace.